Isn't Columbus lovely this time of year? Wow. That's amazing. Jaron, amazing. So I was talking to James about what I was going to say today, and he said, you know, if you speak with an English accent, you can say whatever you want. So I was asked to share a little bit about some of the people in my life that have inspired me to do what I do. And you got to see what I do in my other life, and it's those people who inspire me the most. You know, it's the workers down there who have sacrificed so much. They've sacrificed, they've given up their wealth and comfort and, accomplishment to go down there and work with these kids every day, and that's just amazing to me. And the difference that they make with these kids is unmistakable. And the kids then down there, you know, they didn't, and I promise I won't be on my soapbox for long, but they don't choose poverty. They're born into it. And it really is an injustice, and they want to break the cycle, and they want to be self-sufficient, and they don't want to depend on the government. But in order to do so, they have to overcome these unthinkable life circumstances and do it with real lack of resources, things that I take for granted. And so I'm really, truly inspired by those kids as well. And in our meeting yesterday, as a matter of fact, Kevin Ames was talking about the importance of being engaged around great purposes, and that really resonated with me. I think that has a lot to do with what we do. It has everything to do with what we do. I think the desire to be engaged in a great purpose is a human need that's put in us by our Creator. And it's why we sacrifice, it's why we fight for a cause. And it's why the people in that video do what they do. It's not for the money, that's for sure. And I'm inspired by people like that. So every one of us has this privilege of meeting this deep human need of helping people being engaged around great purposes, to encourage the hearts of other people, to create a great place to work, and to make a real difference. So, many of you know that my dad passed away just this summer. And one of the things that I got from my dad was my love for working with my hands and building things. And I would hang out with him in his workshop, which was amazing. And so he'd give me something to do, and he would come up to me a little while later, and he would just say these words. He'd say, you do great work. Or actually he said, you do good work. So I'm sorry, I've been hearing our brand too many, but he said, you do good work. And that little bit of encouragement has grown in me into a talent that I love and I get to nurture to this day. So what we do is real, and what we do has purpose, and I am really, really grateful for that. And so I'm also even more grateful that what I do for O.C. Tanner gives me the resources and the flexibility to do the other things that I'm really passionate about too. So thank you for that, O.C. Tanner. So I have some acknowledgments. First of all, I want to thank God for this accomplishment. Were it not for His grace, I would not be standing here today. So Beth, when I first heard the 80s costume party, I was a little dubious, but I had so much fun. I haven't danced like that. I didn't realize I remembered how to dance, but, well, maybe not. Jeff, I was the guy jumping up and down, and I loved every minute of it. So, but I feel bad because my wife's been wanting me to take her dancing for a long time, and so I guess as soon as we get home, I promise. So, but thank you for creating an environment where we could all have so much fun together. I had a blast. The head of HR dressed as Madonna buying me a beer. Come on, it doesn't get much better than that. Right? Right. Dave, Beth, and the other senior leaders, we can feel it. Change is in the air. We're excited. This is the time. This is the team. What a great theme. It's so appropriate. And I think I can speak on behalf of all of us when I say we're on board and we're ready to go. And we like where we're going. Yeah. I've got some other people that I need to call out. Vinny, thanks for loaning me $20 last night. When I got to the airport, I did not have I thought, I knew I was short on cash. And so I ran to the airport. I thought, I'll go to the ATM when I get there, And so I get through security. I look in my wallet. I have no debit card or anything, and just a few bucks. And I thought, well, here we go. This is going to be interesting. So, and the irony, managing director of the year, flat broke all week. So thanks, man, helping a brother out. Doug Christensen hired me 12 years ago, and he believed in me, and he went to the mat for me. So, Doug, I want to thank you for believing in me. And Tim Driscoll is the most curious guy I know. When we first started working together, I remember thinking, we'd be on the phone, and I'd think, how many more questions is this guy going to ask me? Please. But it didn't take me long, Tim, to realize that that was exactly what I needed. And I really appreciate your curiosity and for being a great strategizer and mostly for being an outstanding coach. And that's how I can describe, or how I would best describe your leadership, is you're just a great coach. So Southeast area is very lucky to have you. Anthony oozes positivity and energy and integrity, and he's the ultimate professional, and he's amazing in a sales call. And Anthony, you've knocked down some of the biggest wins that this company has ever seen, and I want you to know that I'm feeling really good about being on your team. So we're going to have some fun working together, and I'm looking forward to it. Robin Rhodes, my sales administrator. We've worked together for 12 years. And we've had some really good times, and we've had some really challenging times. And throughout all of those times, though, you have been extremely loyal, and you have worked hard, and you supported me, and I thank you for that, and I thank you for your friendship. And I want to congratulate you here in front of everybody for winning the Summit of Service Award. That's really your award. You deserve it, and you earned it. Congratulations. And finally, my wife, Krista, you are the most beautiful woman in the world to me, and you are my counselor. And, no, really, she's a counselor. She is my counselor. So, you're my best friend, and you light up my life, and were it not for your encouragement and for your belief in me and your love, this whole night would be meaningless. So, thank you so much for 22 amazing years that get better every year. So I share this with you. Thank you. And I promise we're going dancing as soon as we get home. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a great night.